Good morning, grade 5 girls. So, it's our science lesson. Today it's 15th March, Sunday, and we will start with a new lesson, the same unit what you were doing before. Lesson 2, how does ocean water moves? So, before I start my new lesson, let us discuss what we have covered in our last class and what important points we have discussed in our last class. And our last lesson name was What Are Oceans Like? To know what are oceans like, of course, you have to know the names of different oceans. And we focused more on the names of the oceans, especially in order from largest to smallest. And the name of the oceans we studied with the name Pesa, that is P. P is Pacific Ocean, A. Atlantic Ocean, I. Indian Ocean, S. Southern Ocean, and A. Arctic Ocean. So these are the names what we have discussed, and these are the 5 different oceans of the world. Okay, so our new lesson, how this ocean water moves, is a very interesting lesson in which you have to go back to your imaginary world to know about how waves are formed, how actually waves are different with different weather. And today's objective, my main objective, is to make you understand how ocean waves form. So, again, before I start with the vocabulary words, I want you all to watch a small video. So, here you will watch a small video.
Isabella and her family enjoy beach vacations. Her family loves playing in the sand and surf. Isabella loves to go crabbing with her dad. She also enjoys swimming and body surfing in the waves. In all the years Isabella and her family have been going to the beach, Isabella has made some interesting observations about the sea and the shore. Click to find out about Isabella's discoveries. When you're done, click the next button to begin. On windy days at the beach, Isabella observes that the waves are taller than when the wind is calm. Some days, like this one, the waves are too big and rough for safe swimming. Isabella and her family enjoy other beach activities when the surf is like this. When Isabella swims in the ocean, she enters the water in front of the lifeguard. After swimming a while, however, Isabella looks back at the beach and notices that she is no longer in front of the lifeguard. The current has pulled her to the left. So Isabella swims so she is back in front of the lifeguard. Isabella has learned that these local currents at the beach are small compared to global currents. Welcome to the lesson, How Ocean water can be very powerful. Welcome to the lesson, How Does Ocean Water Move? Where you'll learn how ocean water moves on Earth. You'll also Welcome to the lesson, How Does Ocean Water Move? Where you'll learn how ocean water moves on Earth. You'll also find out how powerful ocean water can change the shoreline and cause hurricanes and tsunamis. The vocabulary words for this lesson are wave, current, tide, shore, and jetty. Click each word to find out more about it.
So, girls, you have seen a small video before we have started the lesson. So the vocabulary words are wave, current, shore, and jetty. Today we will learn about wave. Okay, so here, what is a wave? I'm sure many of you will be answering this. What's a wave? Okay, so wave is the up and down movement. It's up and down movement of surface water. It's an up and down movement of surface water. Okay, because you are observing the water from the surface. All right, so what is a wave? A wave is an up and down movement of the surface water. What does a wave do? So first thing, it's a up and down movement. What actually the wave do? A wave carries. Do you see a carrier? I think you know about this. Whenever I'm talking about the word carries and transport in science, I usually make this car so as you to know that it carries or it transports. So wave carries energy. Wave actually carries energy, not water. You might be thinking it's water. No, it carries energy forward. Okay, so now wave is an up and down movement. It carries energy forward, and as wave approaches to shore, you know shore, of course, where water is shallow. It's not deep, it's shallow there. The bottom of the wave slows down and the top of the wave gets ahead. This is how the process is going on. Again, as waves approach shore, where water is shallow, the bottom of the wave slows down and the top of the wave gets ahead. Now, the top of the wave eventually falls over or breaks. So these breaking waves crash onto the shore. So for now, you need to remember that waves are up and down movements. They carry energy, not water forward. And then you need to know about surface waves. What are surface waves? Okay, so surface waves are actually caused by wind pushing against the surface of the water. The wind is actually pushing against the surface of the water, and this is how the surface waves are caused. Next, don't you think so waves are affecting the shoreline? Even gentle waves. Sometimes the waves are very gentle. You go on the beach and you observe waves that those are very gentle. So those gentle waves, they weather and erode. I'm sure you know the word weathering and erosion. We have discussed in our last classes. So they weather and erode rock and transport sand on the seashore. Okay. Do you know about hurricanes? We have seen a lot of videos of disasters like earthquake, volcanoes, and tsunamis. And so you know about hurricanes. So what actually these powerful hurricanes affect the waves? So powerful hurricane winds, they produce much larger waves. Of course, when I say powerful hurricane winds, those are powerful winds. So they produce much larger waves. The waves are larger, okay? So which can cause a storm surge. So this is a new word for you all to know. So the storm surge actually is caused by powerful hurricane winds that produce much larger waves, which can cause a storm surge. And storm surge is actually an unusually high water level. This goes with unusual high water level. Okay, so this is something about waves, what we have discussed today. Once again, so what is a wave? A wave is an up and down movement. Second thing, it carries energy. It doesn't carry water. It carries energy forward. And we learned about surface waves. How are surface waves caused? Surface waves are caused by the wind is actually pushing against the surface of the water. And then finally, the disaster, powerful hurricane winds. They produce much larger waves which can cause storm surge or an unusually high water level. So this is about the first vocabulary, water wave. What are waves or about wave? So now let me tell you, where are these waves helpful to us? Where is it useful in our daily lives? Okay, did I say that waves are actually carrying energy? Which energy in waves can be converted? Energy in the waves, you can convert them into electrical energy. This energy you can convert into electrical energy. Okay. So I can convert this to electrical energy. Okay, so this energy, this wave energy or energy in waves can be converted into electrical energy. And this electrical energy can provide a steady source of electricity. It can give electricity, it can provide electricity, since wave motion never stops. It never stops. Can you imagine wave stops? No, it never stops. So actually this electrical energy can provide a source of electricity, since wave motion never stops. So this is what we have learned today about, and we will be continuing our lesson tomorrow inshallah. And before that, just read the lesson again and follow each and every line and let me know if you have some doubts. Thank you so much, girls.